then. Come on then. You are the funniest boy. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Yeah, it's time. We're talking to our friends. I know. Today's video is going to be a bit of a mixture again. As you all know, well, most of you will know that I've been to Ireland to see my mum, and some of you asked if I could film that, and I was more than happy to film that. There's not that much footage. It wasn't enough to do a video on its own, you know, so I figured I would put it in with my autumn decorate with me. We're gonna decorate for autumn, Georgie. We're gonna decorate for autumn. I know, he's so excited. And so yes, I'm gonna put that footage in here as well to share the journey, what it was like there, and what my mum's town is like, and a few things. If you're interested in that at all, then stick around. That's gonna be at the beginning. If you don't want to know anything about my Ireland trip, how I got there, my journey, the ferry, all of that, if you don't want to know anything about that and you just want to watch the autumn decorate with me, I will put the time here that you can fast forward and just forget about the Ireland stuff. But if you are interested in Ireland, then stick around, because that is right at the beginning. And then we're going to decorate for autumn. And then one or two more bits. I want to talk about my nails. If you remember in the last video, I talked about my nail disaster and how I felt really sad because I didn't say anything about the fact that I didn't like them. And I didn't just not like them, they were pretty horrific. But since then I have invested, I'm still not that good, but I have invested in a nail kit and I'm doing them myself. So again, not amazing. This is my first attempt, but I am over the moon that I found a kit my best friend Sarah recommended, and I've started doing it myself. George, hello. Georgie, can we just move your tail? Can we move your tail? George says, hey, and you know what I love about George? He literally lets me snog him, he just lets me do it, and I love that. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you at the end. Now, I am bringing you on the journey to Ireland with me from start to finish. So here I am in the cab where I went to our nearest station where I got a train into London. Now, we're around about 20 minutes outside London, really not far at all. And I had to change at a station called West Ham. And from West Ham, I got the Jubilee line into Central. Now, if you look at the London Underground map, wherever you are in the world, the Jubilee line is the grey line. Then Westminster Station, guys. If you've ever been to London, if you've never been to London, get to this station. Westminster Station is my absolute favourite. It's like 3 stories of what feels like you're inside a spaceship. It's like this massive industrial, it's just amazing. I absolutely love Westminster Station. There's just something about it. This is where you'll find the Houses of Parliament and the London Eye and some pretty major touristy places. Once I was at Westminster, I had to change again. I got another train, just 2 stops to London Victoria train station. Victoria train station and Victoria coach station, they're nowhere near each other, so don't get fooled if you think, oh, I'll just pop to Victoria and get a coach. No, it's a 10 to 15 minute, well, okay, depending on how fast you walk, it's a 10-minute walk from London Victoria train station all the way down to London Victoria coach station. Just follow the people with the suitcases and you know you're going in the right direction. Once I was at the coach station, I made my way from 0 terminal all the way up to terminal 15, which is where my coach was leaving in 1 hour. I got there an hour early. The next coach that was actually leaving my terminal was for Birmingham, which is like up in the Midlands of the UK, but then my coach was going all the way to Dublin. We boarded the coach and it was pretty. I thought, ooh, this is flash, this is nice, but actually, you know, coaches they're not designed for comfort, guys. We left Victoria bang on 6 o'clock. Now, if you ever get a coach from Victoria coach station, know this, they leave bang on. There's no leeway. There's no give. If you are 30 seconds late, they have closed the door in your face and you've missed your coach. That's just the way it is. So don't ever be late. We made our way through central London to get out of it, but guys, this is my favourite area of London. I miss living in London so much. We spent years, Tim and myself, every weekend we would go down to the Embankment or South Bank. This right here is Embankment, and then the other side of the river is South Bank. I absolutely love it. And then I saw an Uber. How cool is that? We've got Uber boats. Has anyone else got Uber boats in their major cities? But yeah, I've never been on an Uber boat, but I have been on plenty a kind of sightseeing tour boat, if you like. But absolutely my favourite place in London is to just walk along the South Bank for literal hours. I thought this clip was pretty cute with the 2 double-decker buses going over the bridge. It looks like a postcard, I thought, so some of you might appreciate that, I don't know. And then we passed along these houseboats, like beautiful houseboats on the River Thames, honestly. Oh, and this is the River Thames, if anyone was wondering. But yeah, rich people. That's all I had to think. Rich people. Very, very rich people. We made our way out of London and across the country into Wales. So our ferry goes from North Wales in Holyhead, and I saw some pretty cool things on the way. How cool is this? It was actually 30 degrees. 30 degrees out, and the driver was kind of naked, so I had to stop filming. He was only wearing pants, and pants in England is like boxer shorts. He was literally just wearing his underwear, so I cut the camera so you didn't get to enjoy that one. But we made our way to Holyhead, where we boarded our ferry in the middle of the night. This was like 1 a.m, 1:30 a.m. by the time we boarded, and the ferry this day was the Ulysses, and all I had to do was remember what deck the coach actually parked on and what colour staircase, because there's so many, and then obviously you have to get back off. You have to remember where to go to get back on your coach to then hit the rest of your journey. But this is the inside of the ferry. It was pretty cool. Like at first I thought it was quite dated, but it's probably not. It's just that they've made it look dated. There are so many seating areas. The one thing to know about Irish ferries, if anyone is watching this and you've travelled on Irish ferries, it's the same story. In the night ferry, it leaves at like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. in the morning. So everyone literally runs to get their full Irish breakfast, and then they will find a seat and they will lay down on that seat, and that's where they'll spend their entire journey. So all of these sofas that you see, they will just be covered in a stream of bodies by like halfway through the trip. So this ferry literally had like a cinema, a giant children's play area, which of course I didn't film, and then up 2 more flights is the deck. If I could spend the entire journey out on the deck, I 100% would. Like if they had appropriate shelter out there, I would absolutely sit out there for the duration of the 4 to 5 hour boat trip, because I just love it out on deck. The breeze, the wind, like, all right, some days it's severe, like it can be severe gales, but oh my gosh, I absolutely love the fresh sea air. And then I came back in and I kind of was just looking for a place to sit. I ended up sleeping in this area. These seats reclined and it was just on top of the duty free, and I ended up getting a nice bottle of perfume for my mum as well on the way. Much like everyone else, I made my way to the food emporium, where I had myself a pretty small, I got the small Irish breakfast. So I ended up getting, I need you to guess the price, guys. I ended up getting just 2 sausages, 1 hash brown, 1 piece of black pudding, and a fried egg, and 2 pieces of toast. That's it. And a cup of tea. So like literally 2 sausages, hash brown, black pudding, cup of tea, and an egg, and 2 slices of toast. I nearly choked on my black pudding. 15 euros. 15 euros. I literally... Anyway, you got to do what you got to do when you're on the Irish ferries, and if you're starving, you've got absolutely no choice. I went back up on deck after I finished, and I just kind of watched as we sailed away from the UK. And literally a few hours later, we arrived in Dublin. Dublin is stunning at this time of the morning. I think it was around 6-7 a.m. The sun was only just coming up, and the main river looked amazing. Then I went to the bus garage, and not long after that I made my way down to my mum's. This is a view. This is the Galtee Mountains. My uncle actually lives not far from the Galtee Mountains. I met my mum for breakfast in town, and then we went to Tesco's to do some shopping. So these are the Kimberley and Mikado biscuits that are like synonymous with Ireland. Like every time we go to Ireland, everyone's got these biscuits in their house. This was down at my Uncle Tom's and a major storm rolled in. Like, I say major, it was very much like an English storm. It lasted like 6 seconds, but real thunder. The next day was so much nicer. Like, I was actually so lucky with the weather. This is the view from my mum's. Like, as soon as you come out of my mum's house, you'll see this view, and it is just beautiful. I really love the little road buttons as well, like to cross the road safely. Now, if any of you have seen this on your butter or your cheese, this is Dairy Gold. Now, my mum's town is called Mitchelstown, and that is where the butter is made and the cheese is made. That is the brand of Dairy Gold, and I'm pretty sure you can buy that in any kind of like Irish store or international food aisle. This is the walk that me and my mum did every single day, and I have to say, unfortunately, my mum is way fitter than me. Like, so much fitter than me. I couldn't catch her. She does this walk every day anyway, and I just couldn't catch her up. And she was just like, "What's wrong with you? You're not as fit as you used to be." I'm like, duh, I've been working from home for the last 3 years. Like, I'm not as fit as you, mum. But anyway, it is what it is. I did get healthier as the week progressed though. But yes, my mum is a fitty. We went downtown. This is her town. It's a quaint kind of, it's not even little. I want to say little. It's not a little town at all. Literally a lot of people live there. But it's a cool little town. And then on the Tuesday we played telly bingo, which I find so much fun. This was the next day. A beautiful day. Like, blue skies, it was sunny, it was warm. Again, this is the view from my mum's. I honestly cannot get enough of the views. This is the town square in Mitchelstown, and it's quiet a lot of the time, and I think once or twice a week there's a market. An interesting market. We ate way too many cakes. There's a major store, like a food chain in Ireland called Super Value, and that is where my mum goes for her cakes. Like, she said they do the best cakes. This is the Tesco's. So they have a Tesco's in my mum's town, and I thought I'd show you this because the view. Oh, can you get a better view from a Tesco car park? Because I know I can't, not here anyway. And then I just kind of choked. I choked at the prices of everything. I know euros is different. Like, I know the UK was in the EU, but we never did change to euros. We never did. I think we were the one country who stuck to their currency, whereas everyone else in the EU went over to euros. And I am telling you now, it has doubled the price of everything. So like nearly 15 euros for a bottle of body lotion. I just said to my mum, I just can't cope with these prices. It's unbelievably expensive in Ireland. We saw lots of cows, and these grottos, these religious grottos, you will see them everywhere in Ireland. I don't know if it still is a religious country, but it definitely used to be. Everyone I know now in Ireland does not go to church anymore. There's kind of like this whole, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the religion. And guys, just like that, it was kind of over. It was literally a week for me, but only 5 days in Ireland. And we came back through Care and Cashel back to Dublin. This was me standing on the deck, leaving Dublin port, crying my eyes out, like crying, sobbing. I could not wait to get home. Like, I missed George so much. I cannot explain. I never want to leave George. I know I left him with Tim and he was safe, but it kills me leaving George. It kills me. So knowing that I was coming home to him was just the best feeling in the world. And Tim, obviously, guys, before you say anything. But leaving my mum, like, knowing that she's alone and she doesn't have anyone, like, I don't know, it killed me. So I stood on the deck and I just cried for about half an hour. But yeah, pretty cool. And then we made our way back down to London. through the early hours of the morning, reaching central London at around about 7:30 a.m. It was stunning. Oh my gosh, I was so happy because I was like, autumn has arrived. The fog was thick, the mist in the trees. I had to film it for you guys because if you appreciate this kind of weather like I do, by the time we got into central, it all burned out. And literally within an hour of reaching London Victoria, I was walking back through my front door. I was home by 8:30 in the morning. Got me my 3 trains and a little cab, and yeah, here I am on another walk with George after spending about half an hour crying because he went nuts when he saw me, missed him so much, and back home. And yeah, let's decorate for autumn. Across here is everything I have for my autumn decoration. You can hear George barking in the living room. He is with Tim. That is because I need both hands to do this, and I've had to put him in the living room with Tim, and he's not happy about it. So I am so sorry if you can hear him barking. A lot of this stuff is handmade. There's really only a few items that have been purchased. You would have seen my autumn shop with me where I got this big pumpkin, and of course a lot of natural pine cones that I've collected. But I didn't think I had that much, but I think I've got a decent amount now. In that autumn shop with me video, I did show you what I had already, but I feel like now that I've actually collected everything around the house, I've got even more. So we'll start with these. These are recently purchased. I purchased these after my autumn shop with me. These are from Amazon. These are autumn garlands, and I bought 2 of those. If I find them again, I'll link them down below in my Amazon storefront. Then I've got the handmade pumpkins that you would have seen. I have a video on these on my other channel, but I do plan on doing one on this channel. Then I've got some pots that I made. These are pots that I made on my other channel again. Again, something I made on my other channel. More handmade pumpkins. This was a gift from Crafty by Tony. She is here on YouTube. We met up in Birmingham in 2019 and had a girls trip to the biggest Primark in the world. Yeah, she made me some gorgeous bits and sent them down. Then we have like handmade clay trays. Again, a leaf, handmade leaf, lots and lots of natural pine cones. And then we have these dishes, again, made on my other channel with resin. Little pots, little dishes. We have an acorn pot there. We have some jesmonite pumpkins. We have a dish. I actually made this dish, but never showed the video. I genuinely ran out of time for my autumn videos. So I made this dish. It was similar to kind of like my other things. Anyway, I'm chatting too much on that. Yeah, so then I have more jesmonite pumpkins. I have these gorgeous coasters. These were made for me. I put an order in with Moray over at Lothian Woodworks. He has a huge laser and he did some slate tiles. So they say, "Hello Autumn," and they've got the pumpkins on there. I love them so much. Then I've got more natural pine cones that were collected, and I've also got this bag of like faux autumnal fruit, again from Amazon. This was something I made on my state of my kitchen, guys. This was an X-Tool laser that was sent to me from my other channel, and this was a sign I made on there. More handmade pumpkins, more pine cones. Oh, and I'm dropping them. And then the pumpkin tea lights that I made on my other channel. This was purchased from TK Maxx, I think, or HomeSense, one of those. It was in the video anyway. And then another garland, and then more pine cones. This is so crazy. So where are they? Where's the pine cone? So these pine cones were collected when we went to stay in a cabin last year up in near Sandringham Estate. That's all I remember. But we were surrounded by a pine forest. I collected so many cones, but of course they are very toxic to dogs, so I have to be very careful where I put them. And then these are the pine cones. Oh my god, they're ridiculously tiny. These are the pine cones that we collect around, around our area. So you can tell the difference. A proper pine forest and then local. And then these gargantuous cones. are actually around 20, 25 years old. These are from my Uncle Tom's land in Ireland, and I was literally just there last week and he has a whole house full of them. But I got two, and over the years they've come a little bit damaged, but I'm obsessed with these. They are literally like giant pine cones. But yeah, so a whole collection of pine cones. I do have some teasels in there, but they're super sharp. Again, just collected from my local woods. Thousands of teasels over in my local woods. And then I have this Hello pumpkin dish under here that I made on my other channel. Also, on my living room bookshelves, I've got a lot of bowls that I've made because I also do wood turning. So I'm thinking I might just use these 3 bowls as well because they're just super natural, woody, autumnally. I know, George, I know. I'm sorry. I'll get you again in a second. I'll bring these out. But I thought these would also make gorgeous decor pieces. And then if anything, I can just like put those pine cones in there and they'll look super cool. Come on then, George. Come on. Do you remember I moved this giant table from my kitchen into the living room? And do you remember the table runner that I got in my autumn shop with me? Do you also remember me saying you can't have anything nice with a dog? And most of you agreed it's the same with kids. You can't have anything nice. Well, this happened after I spent 4 hours sanding this table down. I didn't protect the table because I'm me, and George got hold of a pen. Tim got the pen off of him, put it on the table. Who knew he'd snapped the pen in half, and that's what happened. Luckily, the table runner does a perfect job of hiding it. No one will ever know, apart from you all. I'm only decorating a few areas in my house. Like, I don't go super crazy. This is the first time ever that I am decorating fully for autumn, and America, I blame you for all of it. I've said it before in my autumn haul video that, you know, in the UK it's just not really a thing. Like, we get pumpkins from the pumpkin patch, but again, it's that Americanism that is coming in and just making us fall in love so much more with decorating our homes for the seasons. It's just never been a thing here, but the last 5 years, for sure, if not a little bit longer, yeah, people are now going all out in autumn and decorating for a season that I guess we never really did before. But yeah, so a few main areas, mainly like my kitchen windowsill, my radiator cover in the hallway, and my table in the living room. Very similar to the areas that I decorate at Christmas. Honestly, I am a sucker of surfaces. Like, I'm a surface sucker. If I have a surface, I'm gonna fill it. Like, even if it's junk, I will fill it and then I will cry that my surfaces are always full, and then it will get to the point where my surfaces can't handle anymore. Then I'll do another deep clean and it will all start again, and I'll love my fresh surfaces for around about a week before they're full up. But here we are. I just used these garlands. They are from Amazon. They are so nice. I was trying to fluff them up, but there's not much fluff in them, if I'm honest. And then I just used a ton of pine cones and my own wooden bowls that I've made and just filled those with pine cones. And I think pine cones are just the perfect thing to fill gaps as well. The beautiful thing about autumn is that no money is needed for autumn decor. You can literally walk out, get some pine cones, you know, get conkers, you know, anything like that, leaves, dried leaves, sticks, twigs, branches, all for free that have fallen onto the floor, and you've got yourself some beautiful rustic, organic, real, natural decor. And I love the fact that, you know, 80% of my decor is just natural pine cones, and I absolutely love that. I also got some branches from the woods that I'm gonna add in.
This time I am pretty sure. Moments passing away I've never seen before. You held me out of the dark. I always wonder if you were left without a mark. Did you ever let go? Did you ever not know? You were never out there alone. Do you think there's a chance for this love to be real? I will let you take the wheel. From now on. From now on. Lying on a distant star. In these violent days I wanna be where you are. Stay with me, it's getting late. Fill me with a desire that I cannot break. Did you ever let
I was really lacking height on the radiator cover. I didn't have anything really high to bring it up, so I did end up putting back the family photos of the grandbabies and the big pot in the middle with the eucalyptus. I don't know, it's not orange, but it kind of just adds the height that I needed. So it's a bit tricky to show you these angles because obviously we've got photos of the children there that I don't want anyone to see. But yes, I went in, added those back in, and then added in the logs as well.
from now on?
My new cupboards, what has happened? I mean, surfaces, guys, surfaces. I'm overwhelmed. I've got so much stuff that I'm currently working on for my other channel. I've got this whole collection of molds, and I got this laser machine sent to me, and I bought some glitters, and it's just taken over. So I'm afraid the kitchen units are a little bit lackluster. They could have looked so much nicer for autumn. I've already scratched the surface of one of them. Like, what's wrong with me, guys? What is wrong with me? So honestly, everything that I had left, I just dumped. I dumped it into this wicker round tray, and that is all. That is all.
Did you ever let go? Did you ever not know? You were never out there alone. Do you think there's a chance for this love to be real? I will let you take the wheel from now on. From now on.
Okay, let's talk nails. If you are interested in nails at all, then oh my gosh, guys, I'm a little bit obsessed with this kit. I've got a long way to go. I am brand new to it. It's actually very hard to do your own nails with gels and all of that jazz. But my best friend Sarah recommended this kit. This is the Mylee Fix and Flash. Not sponsored, hello. Not sponsored at all. So this is basically, it's almost similar to when you go and get your nails done in the salon. Again, these are still bigger, like a bit big and chunky for what I like, but compared to the last video, a world away. And you basically buy as much as you want or as little as you want. So you buy these nails, they're just clear plastic, and these are whole nails, or you could just buy tips to stick on. Then you use your Mylee Fix and Flash, your Mylee Fix and Flash gel to stick the plastic onto your nail. Then I've got the light, so it's not a UV light, it's an LED light. Didn't know anything about this. And then, guys, I went crazy for colours. Look at these autumnal colours. Oh, hello, you're not belonging there. I went crazy and bought all of these gorgeous autumnal colours. If you want to know the names of these, I'll drop them below, but all from Amazon. So yeah, it's a bit of a building system. So once I've stuck my nail on the plastic, the clear plastic, I use a builder gel to brush over the surface and build it up to form nails, if you like. Otherwise, they're just going to be really flat, clear, see-through plastic. And so I use the builder gel. I've got this tone, but you can get clear as well. I've got the clear, I just didn't use it yet. And yeah, you kind of just build it up, and then you use your sanders, your nail files, to file it all back down to get it into, oh, hello, I'm losing you, to get it into a state where you're happy enough, and then you can paint them. And literally, like, it's so, I want to say it's fast, but it's not fast because I'm doing it on myself. But wow, it's gonna really help me change my nails and yeah, just sort out the way I do my nails. Oh, and I got some buffers because they suggested buffers. So there's a whole thing. But yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy it, hopefully. I've got all the most beautiful, beautiful autumn colours. I might even get a black for Halloween because it's got to be done. And I went crazy, guys. I just painted every nail a different colour, and I added some of the, I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. What is it Lisa does on her videos? To get it to focus. You can't. I'll do it the other way. This is a better angle. Again, I'm new to this. Very new to this, okay? So don't judge how big they are. But again, they're not like mountains and valleys like they were from the salon. They're pretty okay, I think, for my first attempt. But I did get a gold glitter. It's intense. It's a super intense gold. So I brushed off as much as I could and then just dry brushed over the top. And I'm loving them. I'm really loving them. Yeah, anyway, that is the system. So if you are interested in anything like this, then of course I can link it below. But I think it's definitely going to help me keep on top of my nails, maintain my nails, and of course you need your cuticle oil to, you know, carry on massaging into your cuticles. I've got that in the living room. But yeah, I'm so happy. I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys, even though it's a bit of a mishmash of everything, but it has all happened in the last week, so I massively appreciate you if you have watched the whole video. As you can see from behind me, no decision has been made on the bedroom. I think I've changed my mind. I think I've changed my mind. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? I think I don't want green anymore, but that's a whole other day. That's a whole conversation for another day. Thank you so much. If you have enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.